Hello all. Welcome to session 39 of the PySpark series. So in last two sessions, we have seen how to work with case when statements in PySpark. Okay, basically those were SQL expressions we used. Okay, and we solved on the first problem where we had only one when condition, and the second condition we handled with else. Okay, the second, in session 38, we saw the scenario where we had multiple when conditions, okay, and the last condition we handled using else, right? But this is more of a SQL expression approach, okay? If we, for example, if we see this solution, okay, it has, it is like we are using a SQL expression approach, okay? So as we all know, this expression needs to be passed to column objects, okay? And then it goes for further processing in Apache Spark. Then it goes for the plans in Apache Spark, right? So what is the programmatic approach? What is the pure Python approach to this? Okay, pure, I would say a PySpark data frame approach, right? Without SQL expressions. So that we will learn. We call that when otherwise in PySpark. Okay. So this session we will understand how to handle uh, a single when condition. Okay, using when otherwise, right? So when otherwise when works as same as the when that we used in case when. Okay. Otherwise is like else, right? Fine. Now this data frame we have already created in session 37, right? We are going to use the same. This is the data you all are aware by now, right? So I'm going to use EMP-DF, right? This is the EMP-DF I'm going to use. So let me copy this here. Okay, this is our session 39. Fine. Okay. Now in session 37, uh, we have solved a problem using case when where there is only one when condition. So when salary is more than 50,000, then it is high salary. If it is less than or equal to 50,000, then it is low salary, right? Now, what I'll do, I'll just solve this using when otherwise. Okay, fine. So when otherwise is a more programmatic approach. Okay, so I'll create EMP-DF1. Okay, EMP-DF. In when otherwise, we'll have to use with column. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just use salary type, right? Salary type is the new column I want to create, right? So I have already imported functions as f, right? So what I'll do, I'll use f dot when. Okay, which column I have to compare? Employee salary. Okay, so when employee salary is, what is the condition? Greater than 50,000, right? When employee salary is greater than 50,000. This 50,000 also I can specify in f dot lit. F dot lit is a constant value. When I have to specify a constant value, right? We use f dot lit. That can be, your integer or your string, right? So when employee salary is greater than 50,000, then what I have to name that as, name that salary type as high salary, right? High salary, right? And now I have to specify otherwise, right? Dot otherwise. If employee salary is greater than 50,000, then that salary type is high salary. Okay. Otherwise, if it is less than 50,000 or equal to 50,000, what is that? F dot lit. Okay. It is low salary for us, right? Low salary, right? Let me run this. Yes, this is successful. Let's format this. Where is that format Python? Okay. Yes, it has formatted, right? This look more formatted code. Okay. Now, if I dot display, if I display this, it is same results that we have got in session 37, but this uh, avoids, or this um, you know this skip the parsing step. Okay, because in session 37 what we did was, the code that we wrote was this one. Like, for example, using with column, right, we used SQL expression. Here also SQL expression, right? In select expr also SQL expression, right? In this case, we are not specifying any SQL expression. So SQL, this code is directly available for further processing. That means directly available for plans in Apache Spark. Okay, it doesn't need any parsing step, right? So that overhead to Spark is avoided when we go with more programmatic approach in PySpark, right? Fine. This is the one way. There is one more. Let us try this. It's just a different syntax. Okay. Emp df dot with column. Okay. What is that with column? Salary type. I think just the way we access columns. So what is that? F dot when. Okay. F dot when. So what? How I have to? Like, for example, here I have accessed column using what? F dot call, right? What? How? Though there is one more way to access that column. How? What I can do? Empdf. Okay. Um. Emp salary, right? So when employee's salary is greater than F dot lit, okay, 50,000, right? Then is that right? When employee's salary, I think it should be here. Just a second. Yes. Okay. Is greater than 50,000, right? Then it should be F dot lit. Okay. We might face some error in syntax. Let's see. F dot lit high salary dot. Otherwise, what? F dot lit low salary, right? Let me run this. Ah, this is correct. Okay. Uh, Format Python, right? This is formatted. So this is just another way to access the data frame column, right? Emp df2 dot display, right? This will again give the same results. Sorry, not a big difference. Okay, performance wise also it's not a big difference, right? So this is how we solve the same problem using when otherwise, right? When otherwise, which is pure Python approach, pure programmatic approach, right? Now, the reason why I showed you case when first is because most of us are aware of SQL, right? So if we solve the what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you all the ways to solve the particular problem, and from that we are moving to advanced way, okay, which is more performance efficient, right? So this is the performance efficient approach when it comes to using when conditions in PySpark, right? And now how to solve this in SQL? It's same way, the same, right? We have done in the first session 37. Okay, so employee, right? There is no change in SQL expression. Okay, what I can do, spark.sql. Let me use 3 for my uh, multi-line code. Select star case when employee employee salary greater than 50,000, then what? Then high salary, right? Else what? Low salary, right? And as salary type, right? From employee, right? The same way that we solved in session 37. Format this, format Python. Okay. So this has again given the same results. A few things to be cautioned here in SQL is here in the for my Spark SQL I'm specifying double quote, right? So here the value that I want for this column we specify single quote, because if we specify double quote the SQL will get confused, right? Which quote start and end it should consider. So now here this is the start and this is the end, right? For this it is just this is the start, this is the end, right? So this caution. And another thing, to use this format Python option, your code syntactically should be correct, right? Then and then only this format Python will work, right? Okay, fine. So this is again the basic version of when otherwise we have seen. In the next session, what we will do, I'll tell you in advance. If you want to try it by yourself, you can do. So in session 38, we did case when in PySpark. We did it with multiple when conditions. This problem we solved, right? Using case when expressions. The same problem we are going to solve using when otherwise, right? Fine. That's everything for this session. If you feel this is useful, do like, share, subscribe. Okay. If you have any suggestions, do let me know in comment section, or you can ping me on LinkedIn as well, right? Fine. That's everything for this session. I'll see you in next session. Thank you so much.